graduates who will take on this task and take it further forward to actually make sure that we have zero hunger in these very trying times, which are global challenges about food safety and security. In addition, the fact that you all address the importance of climate, water, environment, and even the concepts of agroforestry without disturbing the nature is something that is very creditable and is a learning experience not just for your students and staff, but also to the rest of the university community. So I would really like to felicitate the former director and the current director for taking this institution to a higher level and being a guiding and shining lights. And I thank all those who have been associated from the region as well as globally who have helped you to take this further forward, particularly research and scholarship, where our students, I've met them, they're from all parts of the country, they're bright and capable girls and boys who can, I'm sure, take our country forward and revive our economy with a very strong agricultural basis. The other aspect I would like to say is this is the week and the month for our dissemination of research. And you all are probably the sixth group who have taken on the task of going live, being more or less in a blended mode, despite the technological problems, where we remain connected, where we remain afloat, and also carry on the good work. I really congratulate you on your theme of green agriculture and rural development. And I'm sure the highest in the land, starting from His Excellency the President, the relevant ministers of education, agriculture, entrepreneurship, etc., would be very proud that you all are carrying for this flag and getting a connected view of research with the main outcome of being economic revival and ensuring food security. I can see all our aspects of the rest of the university being very capably involved with you all to collaborate and work with you to make your outputs even stronger. From science and technology to humanities, including the legal aspects of you know various aspects of IP rights, etc., being addressed in your day-to-day work and your outputs. Your location being in a very strategically placed and with the support of the district secretary and other dignitaries, I'm sure you can go places and we would give you the best of support in carrying out university industry partnerships and also developing a user-friendly and academic model for private-public partnership, which we are in discussion with the higher authorities. So I would not like to take any more of your time, simply to say keep on the get good work. You all are one of our greatest gems of the University of Colombo, and I'm sure that every student and every participant would be greatly enhanced by this entire exercise, and I wish you all the very best and stay well and safe and carry on the good work.
Ladies and gentlemen, now this is time to be allocated for the speech of guest of honor. I cordially invite our guest of honor, W.H. Karnatna. He is the District Secretariat, Hambantota, to deliver guest of honor speech to this symposium.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Professor Mrs. Chandrika Vijay, Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo, and Chief Guest of the Symposium, S. Sudarshan, Director of the Institute, and chairman of this symposium, Sujata Veerasinghe, symposium coordinator, keynote speaker, researchers, dear staff members, and the students, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to address the inauguration ceremony of the first National Symposium of Institute of Agro-Technology and Rural Science of University of Colombo. I am proud to be here as a member of the board of management of this institute and happy to participate this scientific forum. University of Colombo Institute of Agro-Technology and Rural Science is a leading academy. It's a leading academic institute of Hambantota district, and really, I would say it's an asset for the district, since Hambantota is one of the most important agriculture district in Sri Lanka. Most feature about this is that is not only producing graduates, but also render its service to distribute the technology and knowledge among the farming community. University of Colombo Institute for Agro-Technology and Rural Science is a paramount state institute in the southern region, and its is not limited for the rural community in the district, but also the national agriculture sector. Therefore, as a director, Professor Sudarshan says, I always trying to help for the development of this institute. I do hope this National Symposium of Institute of Agriculture, Technology, Rural Science of University of Colombo use many findings for betterment of the agriculture and rural science. It will be benefited to academies, farming community, and finally, I would like to thank director and the whole staff members and students for their very committed organization of this symposium to make its real success. So my congratulations to presenters and wish them the very best in their futures and expect all your valuable findings will guide the future agriculture development. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your presence and comments. It's a great pleasure to us having you here. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the program schedule, now time is to be allocated for special guest speeches. He is the former Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Ruhuna from 2013 to 2017 and former Director of UCIARS from 2017 to 2019. Currently, he serves as a Senior Professor, Department of Crop Science, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Ruhuna. So, now I profoundly invite to Senior Professor S. Subasinghe to deliver his speech to this wonderful audience.
Very much. Very good morning, everyone. Madam, Vice Chancellor of University of Colombo, Senior Professor Chandrika Vijayaratna, Chief Guest of the today's event. Guest of honor, Mr. W.H. Karunaratna, District Secretary, Hambantota, Dr. W.M.W. Veera, Director General of Agriculture, and Dr. Morio Lijima, Faculty of Agriculture, Kinda University, Japan, keynote speakers of the today's symposium, Professor S. Sudarshan, Director IRS and Chairman of the symposium, Mr. I.L. Vikarnayaka, Divisional Secretary from Gambhera, Dr. Nisansala Vidhanpatirana, Head Department of Agro-Technology, Dr. Sujata Veerasinghe, Symposium Coordinator, Mr. Buddhika Sirivardhana, Symposium Secretary, all guests invitees, academics, administrative and non-academic staff, and students of the IRS and University of Colombo, paper presenters, and all participants. First of all, I must thank Director and Organizing Committee of the symposium for inviting me to make this speech at the very important and historic event of the IRS, First National Symposium of Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences 2020, a way forward in green agriculture towards rural development, which is, I feel, timely, very important theme for today's agriculture development, Common Development Program, as well as UN Development Agenda. First priority is given to agriculture development. I saw in website of Minister of Agriculture, they mentioned that the objectives stipulated in the policies therein have been designed to meet the farming community in terms of food and nutrition security, enhance employment opportunities and income through the adoption of technically feasible, environmentally viable, and environmentally friendly agricultural production technologies. I mean, environmental friendly agriculture technologies mean really green agriculture technology, which is very well matched with the theme of today's symposium. So we can understand the importance of green agricultural technologies by the agriculture policy implemented in the Ministry of the Government of Sri Lanka. But the important thing, what I think, is how those green agricultural technologies or these environmental friendly agricultural technologies are implemented. In reality, we are scared to buy whatever fresh or processed food items from the market with trust. We can hear in everyday media reports that vegetables, fruits, and other food items are contaminated with pesticide residues, use of unhealthy chemicals for food preservation, fruit ripening, food processing, dyeing, and coloring, etc., etc. Do we have proper mechanism to control, or rules and regulation implementing agencies properly they are assigned to them? Those are real challenges for all of us. I think it is a responsibility of all of us, especially agriculture faculties and institutes of universities should join together with relevant line ministries responsible for agricultural development, including Ministry of Agriculture, to face these challenges and implement green agricultural technologies for the development of rural sector of the country. Because present high input agricultural technologies are not sustainable, we can see the bad consequences of implementing these technologies. As agricultural experts, it is our duty to convey these messages to the policymakers. We need to rethink about fertilizer subsidy scheme or think about the mechanisms not to use indiscriminately these chemical fertilizers. Is there any control of use pesticides? In most cases, farmers they use pesticide indiscriminately. I hope the Director General of Agriculture is also present in this event today. Those are the important thoughts to develop new set of agriculture policies to implement green agricultural technologies for our country to make agriculture more sustainable. Actually, there may be many strategies to achieve these green agricultural technologies, but we need to think about new agricultural systems that are able to confront the challenges of a rapidly changing world, especially under present COVID-19 pandemic situation. A major challenge is to identify a set of thresholds that agricultural production strategy meet, considering the diversity of ecological, socioeconomic, historical, and political context in which agricultural systems that are able and are evolving it is only wise the challenges of a rapidly changing world, especially under present COVID-19 pandemic situation. The major challenge is to identify set of thresholds that agricultural production strategy before conclude my considering that I would like to request from UCIARS historical and political context in which systems that are able and evolving and make appropriate mechanisms wise challenges of a rapidly changing world, especially under present COVID-19 pandemic situation. The major challenge is to identify set of thresholds that agricultural production strategy before conclude my considering that I would like to request from UCIARS historical and political context in agriculture in which systems that are able and evolving appropriate mechanism wise challenges of a rapidly changing world, especially under present COVID-19 pandemic situation.
Dear
The
sir,
major
we
challenge
all know
is to
your
identify
contribution to
set
the
of
institute was so
thresholds that
exceptional
agricultural
as
production
former director of this
strategy before
institute.
conclude my
Thank you very much, sir.
I would like to
Again,
request from UCIARS historical and political context in agriculture
ladies and gentlemen, let's move to the here another special guest speaker. Now I cordially invite Dr. Dumindu Kodito. He is the medical officer of Health Office Lonugao Viharas. Dear sir, we all know your contribution to the institute was so exceptional as former director of this institute. Thank you very much, sir. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to the here another special guest speaker. Now I cordially invite Dr. Dumindu Kodito.
Hello.
He is the medical officer of Health Office Lonugao Viharas. Dear sir,
Mama එනවද?
your contribution to the institute was so exceptional.
Hello.
Ehnawa, Dr. Ehnawa.
එනවද?
Thank you very much, sir. Again,
I can speak now. No?
ladies and gentlemen,
මම වෛද්‍ය දුමිලු කොඩිතුවක්කු ලුණුගම් මෙහෙර එම්මෝයි. එතකොට මගේ එම්මෝ චේරියාවක් ගත්තාම ලුණුගම් මෙහෙරට අදාළ මගේ සෞඛ්‍ය අධිකාරී කොට්ටාශයට අදාළ වැලි ගත්ත කියන ඒරියා එක තමයි මේ ක්ලස් එක පිටලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට ඒක හම්බන්තොට දිස්ත්‍රික්කයට ගත්තාම ඉතාම වැදගත් රජයේ ආයතනයක්. ඒකේ සේවය ගත්තම මට ලොකු අවබෝධයක් හැමකින් ඒකට සේවයක් වෙනවද කියලා ඒ මොකද ඒරියා එක මම ඇග්‍රිකල්චර් ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එකේ ලොකුවට ඩිරෙක්ට්ලි සම්බන්ධ වෙන නිසා නමුත් එකෙන් කෙරෙන දේ ගත්තාම හම්බන්තොට දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ ගත්තාම ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන්ම කෘෂිකර්මාන්තයත් එක්ක යැපෙන ආයතනයක්. එතකොට එම ප්‍රදේශයට වැදගත්කම තියලා අපි කාගෙත් ආපොරතුවක් තියෙනවා. අනිත් එක හම්බන්තොට එකේ තියෙන එකම කැම්පස් එක තමයි මේ විද්‍යාලය. COVID-19 ලෝක වසංගත තත්ත්වයක් එක්ක කොහොමද මේ ඇග්‍රිකල්චර් ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එකෙන් පැවැත්වෙන මේ පැවැත්වෙන විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය කරගෙන යන්නේ කියන එක තමයි මගේ එකම ටාගට් එක. එතකොට ශාස්ත්‍රීය දවස්වල ලංකාවේ තියෙන එකම කැම්පස් එක තමයි ලුණුගම්බෙහෙර ප්‍රදේශයේ දැනට වාර්තා වෙන ආකාරයෙන් ලුණුගම් හම්බන්තොට එක්කම වාර්තා ඒ අත්ලුණුගම එක රෝගියෙක්වත් පහුකාලේ වාර්තා වුණේ නැහැ. ඒකට අපිට තව ඉස්සරහට බලාපොරොත්තු තියෙනවා රජයේ ආයතන රජයේ ප්‍රධාන ආයතන ඉදිරියට ගෙන ලුණුගම්බෙහෙර ප්‍රදේශය ගත්තාම ලෝකාවක් තියෙනවා අනිත් ප්‍රදේශات එක්ක සංසන්දනය කරනම ලංකාව. ඒකට මම කීප සැරයක්ම වැලිගත් මෙම විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය අධීක්ෂණය කරලා තියෙනවා. විශේෂයෙන්ම වතාදකක් වගේ මම එකේ ඉන්න මේජර් ස්ටාෆ් එක ඇඩ්‍රස් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ට අවශ්‍ය උපදෙස් සහ සෞඛ්‍ය පුරුදු මොනවද මේ COVID-19 කාලය තුලදී අපි කොහොමද මේ වයින් පරිස්සම් වෙලා ඉස්සරහට යන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක ගැන අපි කීප වතාවක්ම සාකච්ඡා අධීක්ෂණය කරලා තියෙනවා. විශේෂයෙන් තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම මම එකේ ඉන්න මේජර් ස්ටාෆ් එක ඇඩ්‍රස් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ට අවශ්‍ය උපදෙස් සහ සෞඛ්‍ය පුරුදු මොනවද මේ COVID-19 කාලය තුලදී අපි කොහොමද මේවායින් පරිස්සම් වෙලා ඉස්සරහට යන්නේ, කොහොමද මලද්‍රව්‍ය වල මික්ස් වීමක් එක්ක අජීර්ණ ගතියක් ගොඩක් ළමයින්ට බහුව වෙන මේ පැතිරෙන්න ගත්තා. ඒකත් එක්ක කැම්පස් එක ඉස්සරහට කරගෙන යන එක අපිට ලොකු අභියෝගයක් වුණා. ඉතින් එතනින් එහාට ගිහිල්ලා අපි කැම්පස් එකේ භූගත ජල ටැංකියේ මලද්‍රව්‍ය හයිපර්ක්ලෝරිනේෂන් කියන තත්ත්වයට අරගෙන වල මික්ස් කරලා යථා තත්ත්වයට පත් කරලා ඉස්සරහට කරගෙන යන්න අපිට හැකියාවක් ලැබුණා. දැන්වත් ඒක ගැන පරීක්ෂණ කරගෙන යන ගමන් තමයි දැනටත් පවතින්නේ. සහ අතරම වැලිගත් කැම්පස් එක ගත්තාම ඒකේ ඉන්න ගුරු බෞද්ධ විශේෂයෙන්ම ලෙක්චරර්ස්ලා ගොඩක් අපිත් එක්ක නිතරම සාකච්ඡා කරලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට අවශ්‍ය ටෙක්නිකල් ඇඩ්වයිසර්ස් ඉස්සරම සෞඛ්‍යාධිකාරී කාර්යාලය හරහා ඒගොල්ලෝ ලබාගෙන තමයි ඉස්සරහට යන්නේ. ඒ ගැන සෞඛ්‍යාධිකාරීවරයා විදිහට මට ලොකු ආඩම්බරය වැලිගත් කැම්පස් එක සහ ඒගොල්ලන් කැපකිරීම මේ වගේ දුෂ්කර ප්‍රදේශයකට ඇවිල්ලා විශේෂයෙන්ම පිට පළාත්වල ජීවත් වෙන අය ලෙක්චරර්ස් විදිහට අපේ පළාතට ඇවිල්ලා ලොකු සේවයක් ඒකම සම්බන්ධව නිතරම සාකච්ඡා කරලා විශේෂ ස්තුතිය සහ විශේෂ මගේ ඒ ගැන සන්තෝෂ ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා ඒගොල්ලන්. අද ඇත්තටම මට උදේ ඉඳලා මේක Zoom meeting එකට සහභාගී වෙන්න බැරි වුණා. මොකද අද කන්ෆරන්ස් දවසේ MOH එකේ සහ අනිකුත් ක්ලිනික් සහ විශේෂ වැඩසටහන් තියෙනවා COVID-19 සම්බන්ධව වැඩ කරගෙන යන්න. ඉතින් බොහොම ස්තුතියි විශේෂයෙන්ම පරිපාලන සහ කාර්ය මණ්ඩලයට වැලිගත් කැම්පස් එකේ මට මේ අවස්ථාව වෙනුවෙන් ආරාධනා කිරීම සම්බන්ධව සහ ඉදිරියට ඔබතුමාලාගේ සියලු වැඩ කටයුතු වලට සෞඛ්‍ය සහ ආදාළ ටෙක්නිකල් ඇඩ්වයිසර්ස් Zoom meeting එක COVID-19 වගේම අනෙකුත් විශේෂයෙන් වන රෝග සහ නොවන රෝග විශාල වැඩසටහන් කොටසක් අපි මොචක විදිහට ලුණුගම් මෙහෙර කරගෙන යනවා. ඒවට ඒ කාලයට අදාළව අපිට අවශ්‍ය ඇඩ්වයිසර්ස් සහ අවශ්‍ය ටෙක්නිකල් ඇඩ්වයිසර්ස් විශේෂයෙන්ම අපිට ලබා දෙන්න පුළුවන් ඉදිරියේදී. එහෙනම් මම වැඩි දුරටත් කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද මෙතන ලොකු වැඩසටහනක් කරන බව මට පැහැදිලි වෙනවා පහුගිය විනාඩි කිහිපයකට ස්ටඩි කරාම. ඉතින් බොහොමත් ස්තුතියි මට ආරාධනා කිරීම සම්බන්ධව නැවතත්. අපි මොචක විදිහට ලුණුගම් මෙහෙර කරගෙන යනවා. ඒවට ඒ කාලයට අදාළව අපිට අවශ්‍ය hello advisors
Thank you very much, sir, for your ideas. You and your staff always help to us, especially in this COVID-19 situation. Again, thank you very much for your contribution to the institute. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's a much awaited item on the agenda. It is now time for us to attention our keynote speaker, and it is indeed honor for us to introduce to you a distinguished gentleman who is one of our keynote speaker here this symposium. Dr. W. Veerakon. He is the Director General of Agriculture, Department of Agriculture, Sri Lanka. He holds a PhD in crop physiology, Oregon State University, USA in 1994. So, I profoundly invite Dr. Veerakon to address this wonderful virtual gathering. Who is one of our keynote speaker here this symposium. Dr. W. Veerakon.
Good morning, everybody.
Agriculture, Department
Distinguished scientists,
he holds a PhD in crop physiology,
ladies and gentlemen.
State University,
Let me at the outset thank the organizers and Dr. Sujata Veerasinghe for inviting me for this important topic, to this important workshop. I'll be discussing with you on the topic that is the climate smart agriculture technologies for food and nutritional security in Sri Lanka. Now, if you think of the world, the projected population of until 2050 of of the world, Asia, South Asia, and Sri Lanka to this important workshop. 2020, the world population is around 7.8 billion, and it has gone up to 9.8 billion. The Asia 4.6 billion to 5.3 billion. South Asia 1.9 to 2.4 billion. It has gone up. It is going up at an alarming rate. But fortunately, Sri Lankan population is not going to go up. It will remain the same. The issue is, even though our population is not going to go up, the burden on the Asia 4.6 billion consumer on the other parts of the world will have a huge impact on us. If you don't have enough food, then we'll never be able to bring food from other countries, if unless otherwise we produce our own food. We'll be having a big issue, even though our population is going up. Say, let's take an example in 2050, the urban population percentage of population which is urban is around 49% today, will go up to about 70%. And with the increasing in industrial situation as well as in other economic changes, the income level will also increase by many folds in 2050. Many of these people. Along with that, feeding this larger, more urban and richer population, the food production also must be increased significantly, some roughly about 70% by 2050, in another 30 years' time. For example, the current cereal need is around 2.1 billion tons, which will go up to about 3 billion tons. 200 million tons of current meat need will go up to about 407 million tons in 2050. So there will be a huge competition in the world market for food, and countries like Sri Lanka should have their own food, unless otherwise there will be an issue in feeding these nations in the future. Now, along with that, if you look at the domestic agriculture, it plays a vital role in the food and feed security in the country, and it earns foreign exchange through exports, even though it's a small, limited quantity, by exporting the primary as well as the value-added products. In time to come, we have to increase these value-added products exports, and it's a source of employment. It was around 38.8% in 2019-50, and it come down to about 50% in 1950, and it's come down to about 8% in 2014. Now, the GDP contribution from agriculture in Sri Lanka is 38.8% in 1950, and it has come down to 7.1% in 2014. It's not because of the decline in agriculture production, other sector like industries and the service sector. Now, along with these changes, even in Sri Lanka, the demand for food is increasing over time. The population was on the rise, but it has now stagnated. But with the increasing in economic situation, there will be change in food habits. The land area for agriculture is diminishing, as you can see here in the graph, and the labor share on agriculture is also decreasing from 50% to 28%. Now, with the change in these agricultural systems, challenges for agriculture is also changing. In the next 10 years, we can see a huge change in food habits. The reason for that is, of course, our income, per capita income is going up. In 2003, it was around 10,000 US dollars, and it has come up to about 4,000 mark in 2017, and it of course come down slightly by 2019. But the government vision, that is the Vistas of Prosperity and Splendor, very clearly says that by 2025 we have to increase our per capita income to about 6,500. That will have a huge impact on our food systems, because this will change the food habits of this country. There will be an increase in demand for grains, because the human consumption will also increase grains. Apart from rice, the cereals and other things will requirement will go up, and because of the increasing in meat need, the demand for animal feed also is going up. Increase in demand for condiments and oil crops we can see in the future. There will be an increase in demand for value-added products because the farmers will, the consumer will not be satisfied with primary produce. We want healthy food, nutrient fortified food, processed food, and the demand for processed vegetables, fresh cut vegetables, fruits, and all that will also go up in time to come in the next 10 years. But now the challenge is how to produce these. Either we import or we produce it our own. These are the consumption patterns. Rice 107 and rice base 7 kilos. So it altogether we eat about 114, which is a huge amount. It's a big amount. The energy requirement per average person is around 2,000